Hello there, I'm Colonel Fader and this is Train Fever. So we've been redeveloping Tewkesbury for the last couple of episodes, and this is the monumental occasion where Train 18, our goods train, is making its maiden voyage to Tewkesbury's goods station. It has finally loaded up enough that it's ready to unload. And let's just have a look and see what the payoff is for that. Some of those goods have been sat on there for years. I don't mean, you know, kind of exaggerated years on that front. I mean actual years that they've been waiting. Good. Splendid. So, what have we got going on? Right, well, Tewkesbury's, you know, it's trammed up, it's trained up. We've got all the track kind of put back how we want it. We've re-established the goods line, unprofitable though that has always been, and we're ready to move on to Haverhill. Pretty exciting stuff. How are we doing here? Let's see how many picks up immediately. I'm going to guess that it's not going to be a massive number. 2. Yeah. Okay. Settle in. You're going to be there a while. So yeah, I'm quite prepared to leave this behind now and go looking for our next target. Good. Yeah, passenger services are picking up around the town. I doubt very much that our 2 tram services are profitable yet, but they're working on it. They'll get there eventually. They'll get there when they do. And you know, we've got plenty of growth going on, so I like it. Right. So yeah, one thing about Tewkesbury is I'm not running enough train services into here. You know, you've gone to the effort of building this magnificent station, and you know, barely anything shows up. So that's something that I want to tackle in the future. And exactly how that's tackled, I'm not entirely sure, because the only place that trains are currently coming from is Haverhill. So it would be, you know, a choice of multiple routes going through Haverhill, and I've tried that before. And the upshot is that you end up cannibalising your own demand. So maybe it's simply that we put an additional train on the Tewkes Becks, so that they shuttle back and forth a little quicker. I don't know. We'll have a look. Anyway, on to Haverhill. So one of the things I want to do, obviously enough, is in fact I'll do that while I'm thinking about what I'm going to do next. Let's where are we? Here we go. Give me that. Give me this. Thank you. Is yes. Fix up the scars of track that didn't quite work out. Yeah, it's not going to be cheap. So yes, I mean Haverhill's performing pretty much as it needs to perform. It's largely fine. What if we try raising it? Is that faster? Not particularly. Okay, right, well, smoothing it is. Yeah, I did promise you that I wouldn't spend entire episodes doing nothing but smoothing landscape, because let's face it, that's dull. But, yeah, so I want to get this done. Just make it look like I was never here. Make it look like, you know, some idiot with a track laying tool didn't just carve up the landscape willy-nilly. Right, so what's our basic objective? So if you haven't been watching the last few episodes, what we're trying to do is improve all the stations that we've got, improve all the towns to the extent that they're kind of, I guess, finished is the word that I'm after. We're definitely coming through to the end of this series. The question is, what do we do with it? You know, I've very much enjoyed this playthrough, and I'm tempted to go again immediately. The US DLC has been out for a couple of weeks, and you know, unlike just about anybody else who covers Train Fever on YouTube, I haven't done a video on it yet. I mean, the reports are that it's not the most mind-blowing upgrade to a game that's ever been done, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Free content is free content, and it doesn't have to blow my mind, just to offer a little bit of variety. So there are several options. You know, we can just go for another playthrough, which does seem a little bit boring, or we could go for boring is the wrong word. It seems a little repetitive, given that we've literally just finished one. Okay, so what are our options? Like Haverhill, I've done some patching there. It doesn't look quite as bad as it did before. There's obviously some leftovers we can fix later. Right, what are we going to do? So, Haverhill looks alright at the moment. You know, it's got a passenger circle that's running. It's got a route straight through to Woking. I wonder if does it stop anywhere on that route, which is going to be this one. Nope, to Woking and back again. Okay, now these point-to-point services I wanted to avoid because while they're profitable, they're not completely efficient. It feels like I should offer people the chance to go further if they chose to. But, you know, I mean, profitable's good though, right? I mean, that's kind of what we're after. You're going to wait there, are you? If I thought about it, I might have had you going the other way. Oh, no, of course, because that uses the other side of the track. No, it's fine then. Okay. So, yeah, okay, right. Stop just talking about nothing and start with some action. Do I need a larger station here? Do we want to up it to like a 3-track or a 4-track? It's tempting, but I'd be doing it just for the sake of doing it. And I mean, how much would I have to delete in order for that to work? I don't think it's going to be a huge amount, is it? Okay, and what's the benefit going to be if I do so? I could have more trains in there at once. No, you know what? I think it's all right. I think track-wise, we're probably okay here. I'd like to fix the points that come out of out towards Woking, so that we can potentially add another service onto there. Whether I want to or not, I don't really know yet. But I don't like using single track at the moment. Too many opportunities for it to come unstuck. So yeah, that's how we're merging that route. I don't suppose it really matters if we're only running one train that way. Yes. That said, we have only got one crossing in town, and it's not pretty, is it? I wonder if that's a main connection. I'm pretty prepared to bet that it is. Alright, well, let's see if we can get this one across here. Alright, okay, we'll go straight for passengers. Passengers? You know, trams and what have you. That'll work. We just need a little bit more space. What are you colliding with? This small rock, perhaps? There you go. Small rock, be gone. Oh yeah, I've learned all the tricks in the trade now. Is there a gap in the middle of these two tracks? No. Then you should just be happy to do that. What are you terrain alignment colliding? What if I sent you across straight? No? Interesting. I wonder what your damage is. No. Okay, as ever, I think this is possibly just not happening. Let's try going the other way. No. Okay, so our choices are don't. Alright, yep. Just don't do it. That's always a decision that you can make. Okay, yeah, it's pretty slopey. Or we can go over, or we can go under. I don't like any of those options. I do want to cross over the tracks here, and I do want to cross over them the other side of town as well. Okay, have I got enough room there to start building a bridge of some description? Steel bridge, concrete bridge every time. Why can't you align the terrain? What's your problem? Why not? Look, this looks pretty good to me. Maybe I'm trying to take it too Look, stop. Help me help you. Okay. There we go. You'll go to there. And the next one up should be Bridget. So the question is, where can I take it to where it'll be happy? Look, come on, I've already done half the work here. You should just want to... See, look, that would be quite nice. That would look like it was almost planned. Intentional, even. No, just repeatedly doing it is not accomplishing anything there, so... right. Going up a load more. No, going down a bit more. No, see, look, I got that right. That's exactly as it should be. That should be fabulous. People should be excited to be part of this plan. No? Okay. Right, fine. Bulldozer time. It may just be that this end of town is never properly connected. So, there we go. Erase that lump. Good. Right. Well, we do need to cross over more than once. Especially since the crossing over that we do have is, you know... Bleh. While we're about it, let's put some actual crossing gates on there. Save some lives. Okay, so we're looking at this as our next contestant for crossing over the line. Look, this was supposed to be the easy bit. You know, we just do this and then I can muck about with trams again. I'm not really seeing what the problem is. No. Okay, alright, right. In that case, I'm going to do something else and we'll try and make it look good. I'm going to build a tunnel that goes under both of those. Hopefully, it's a tunnel where you can still see the action. Alright, okay, so how do you plan on doing that, smart man? By being smart. So let's build ourselves a ditch. That will probably be sufficient. Right, track me. Track me? Road me. Yeah, it's not track causing the problems here, it's roads. Actually, what height are you at? You look like you're too high up. Oh, well, what we can do is we'll just, let's take it down. And then... No, maybe that's okay. So what I wanted to do there is just build enough road so that we had a starting point. Well, how much lower do you need to be, I guess? I wonder. Okay, let's... It looks like it'll go, doesn't it? Okay, right. Maybe we need to go a little deeper. It's fine. We can do that. I can certainly make things deeper still. Yeah, sorry for the lack of commentary here, but I think it's rather self-explanatory. Right, here we go. Let's come on. Want it? You're interested? No, not straight up in the air. Just flat. Just go flat. Oh, now you can't do anything. This should work, shouldn't it? I see no reason why it wouldn't. Okay, let's try a slightly different approach here. So if we can get under that first track, then we're deep enough to get under the second one as well. Look at that. Oh, there's an enormous crater. There, smash straight through there, like that. Exactly like that. That's pretty much what I'm after. Nope. Do that, and then a little bit further. Okay, good, right. Now, at least what we've got there is we've shown that it's not actually deep enough. So we need to go down further. I don't want to go like that particularly. But what we're by doing this, what we're going to end up with, as well as a gigantic kind of canyon of our own making, is we should have a kind of a straight-edged wall that we can work from. It's really close to working. It's just not deep enough. Wow, this really is taking far more effort than I'd wanted to spend on this particular endeavour. Maybe we go over. Maybe over is the easier way through this minefield. And obviously we're at the luxurious point where I've got money to burn. It just keeps coming in. Money is no longer a factor in this, so we're just building for the sake of vanity. There's no more worlds to conquer, no more stuff to unlock. We've got it all. So we're continuing this purely to try and make something look good. Alright, look, if you just do level crossing, I would be happy. I'd be overjoyed with that. Let's try a smaller road. Nope. Let's try a different kind of road. No. If you don't want to go under, it means we're going to have to go over. I don't want to go over. And we tried that already. Shall I just leave it? I don't want to. It feels wrong and bad town planning. And that is not how we roll if we can avoid it. Alright, stay with me. I'm going to fix this and then I'll be back. Please hold. Okay, that's got it. Yeah, right. So that took a while. Fortunately, I didn't make you sit around to watch that. So what do? Yeah, we partially dug underground first. So we removed the train line, stuck the road underneath, and then built bridges over the top. And eventually, I managed to get those bridges to cooperate. And if you've seen me build a bridge before, which some of you will have done, you will know that was not straightforward. That was not simple. And anyway, look, it's working now, so we can kind of get over that. It's not unattractive either, and hopefully this area will build up with a bit more Haverhill in it, and the whole thing will look like it was meant to be. Okay, so to save you a little bit more of the kind of the laborious action, I also built the tram line for Haverhill as well. So we got those running. I've got both a clockwise and an anti-clockwise in operation. heading through the busiest areas of town round the outside. Ironically enough, all that effort I went to try and get across the other side of the train tracks, yeah, the tram track doesn't even go over there. But as you can see already, you know, this tram is full, you know, properly full, and it's filling up again at every new stop that it gets to. What have we got here? We've got 25 waiting there for another anti-commuter, which that one is. So I think I might put a couple more into service. Right, buy that one. We'll stick that on the anti-commuter. Let's buy another one and stick that on the commuter. Okay, good. So, yeah, I mean, trams have got plenty of capacity on them. It's just a question of can they keep up with demand. And I suspect in this area of town, never going to happen. But you know what? I'm pretty comfortable with the fact that every time a tram stops there, it's going to fill up entirely. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. Yeah, so there you go. Right. Honestly, I think that probably settles it for Haverhill. Not because there isn't more that could be done, but because any more just feels unnecessary. You know, I've managed to get my passenger services working. Who are you waiting for there? Oh, you're waiting for this Tewkesbury to go through. Yeah, there is the possibility that I need to do something with this point system. And it's not off the table that we make a bigger station in order for the Woking to Haverhill service to actually get through there. I haven't figured that out yet. I need to put more effort into it. Once I've got Bexhill done, which is what I'll do next, which is the next station up here. If we just go take a quick look. Once I've played with and resolved Bexhill, which does need some work. Looking at this, it needs a little bit of refinement, perhaps. Yeah, we'll look at Haverhill and Bexhill, Tewkesbury and Woking, and maybe look to see if maybe there's a full service that could happen there. Because I'm thinking, because they're all connected, so we could go Bexhill to Woking, to Haverhill, to Tewkesbury, to Haverhill, to Bexhill. I don't know. Is that ugly? No, it might be all right. And then run services in both directions, potentially. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. It's been something of a slowish episode, and to be honest, I'll do another couple of towns, and if I'm still feeling that they're a little bit slow, I'll look for something else to do. So thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failio. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will catch up with you next time. Thanks very much. Cheerio.